When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will start this game off. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Tootin. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Here's the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Trying to run, it's Cummings. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Brown wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quickly to the flat, and the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He breaks a tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Tootin. On target. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Tootin. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Tootin. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a set.
Turning it on. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call red snoopy. A little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Brown will throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle. And offense is...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by...
Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams proving to be special. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it out. It's Cantrell. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man in the middle. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Tootin. Flips it out in the flat. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Thought he had it. Couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field. Point lead, guys. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can... A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Brown wants to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good...
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The run to the left. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get to him as he throws. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to pass. It's Tootin. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to take a shot on second and short. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here on third down for this offense. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Brown will throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Okay, ready? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Gideon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This is a fullback who can be a weapon in this offense. He can block. You can hand it off to him. He can also catch the ball.
They want to run it left here. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Get set, get set.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They'll run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
55, go!
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Cantrell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the...
He's got it on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. Take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard.
Ready, fight. 42.
To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense working from the pistol. Brown will throw it. Got rid of it just in time.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. The give to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Cummings. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Cantrell. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Tootin. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pulls it in. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a fourth down looms and decision time for this offense. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brown will throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in and burns. Another sack.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quick completion on the out route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Easy.
Back to throw, it's Tootin. Buying some time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good, easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He had a vision of... Loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stick.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At the 33, and the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gonna run it. It's coming. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And in an effort to keep them off balance and not be predictable in their play calling, instead, you could argue they got too cute there.
I think so, Reese. The offensive line has got to do a better job giving their QB some time, and the quarterback's just got to play faster. There's got to be a sense of urgency on offense. 3rd and inches, knowing the defense might blitz, there's a home run opportunity throwing it downfield, but they couldn't get it executed, and now they suffer a negative play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snags it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Tootin. Finds his target down the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Motion from the back. Using his legs, it's Cummings. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Tootin. Fakes to grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Cricket.
Using his legs, it's Cummings. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and they're going.
It's the kind of matchup that makes college football so great. A bitter rivalry game, a long history of classic games, and a lot of bad blood. Welcome, folks, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Tigers offense comes on the field first today. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
Looking to throw now on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Here comes a handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Tootin. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring out 4th down and 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And you wisely throw that one away. Kirk, all these players are aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
He keeps it himself.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
They'll run it here. Yes, the first is still running. The defense scoops it up. It's a fumble. They bring him down, but a heads-up, and he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. A scoop and score, and this place is going crazy.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offense. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Tootin. He's running out of time here. And the receivers got it. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets made on the outlet. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw it. Pressure is coming. It's caught. Run down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Caught near the goal line. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Can't get past the 2, but at least avoid the safety. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. I think he got back to the 2, but nothing near it. The defense was ready and stuffed him.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking for some space. It's Pierce. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And he's able to send the punt away. He'll field it close to the 50. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they will score. Touchdown, Auburn. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase?
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Running back has it on the screen now. And he never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's looking deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game,
and he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build a promising start. First play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Tootin. Caught by the receiver. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's ETN. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. First down and more. He's still running. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Tootin. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. He makes the grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The back's got it. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll ride the back again here. Powering through a tackle. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
And now a timeout quickly called here. Well, look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on 4th down. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go, uses that vision to get this touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will be returned. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. 1st down, looking to throw the football. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And just think about it over the years since you and I have been doing college football. We're way back to guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
Breaks free with room to run. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
A deep shot to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. And 3rd down is a handoff. Breaks free. He's in the clear. Finally brought down at the 7. Sets up a 1st and goal here. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The tight end has got it. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against him now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now will they give it to him again to see if he can break the play?
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's good.
Kicking's good. That ties the game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. And now the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Tootin. Moves out of the pocket. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made over the middle. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking for a receiver. He's got it right near the end zone. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Defense will have to bounce back after that PI sets the offense up with a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's in. Touchdown, LSU. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, I love a corner who has zero fear and just puts his face in the fan when making a tackle. Touch passes like this are a real test for any defense to show what kind of discipline they have. And this corner identifies the play and then makes a nice play to get that tackle for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. To the air. It's Tootin. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Pierce. Nowhere to run. Up to Allen for no gain. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
The sure hands. It's Pierce. What a stiff arm. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The ball is caught. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense is threatening here. Back to throw again. Looking for 6. To the end zone, but incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Makes the defender miss. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 17 sets to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Heading left after the handoff. As the first down is still going. And here he goes. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched. The line of scrimmage could just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the receiver snags it. It's complete. He stopped, and he gets a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw. It's Tootin. Quickly. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI, and we'll see if the defense can regroup. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd man and 10 after the incompletion from the 23.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. This time a completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Tootin. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. An inside give now from the shotgun.